Operation Mockingbird is still in effect. And if you don't know what Operation Mockingbird is, then you need to pay attention and listen to what we're going to say in this video. Even Wiki themselves is not able to hide or lie about the fact of what Operation Mockingbird was. Operation Mockingbird is a CIA operation where they infiltrate the media, whether it be print or TV or any facet of the media, and push their propaganda and agenda, whether it be through directly being hired as a person working or as a person that somehow compromises and leans on those working at the said, network, CNN or New York Times or wherever it may be. And it was been going on since the 1960s and 70s, and it started during the Cold War to spread propaganda for Vietnam War, pro-Cold War, and whatever the CIA wanted to try to brainwash the public with through the media. And that is still going on today. And Tucker Carlson right here in front of us is going to tell you that it is happening, and he knows the people who are, whether they're not directly related to CIA operatives or are actually just somehow, I don't know why, just mouthpiece for the alphabet gangs in Washington. Also, before we go any further, I'm changing my content here. We're not doing any more Call of Duty crying bullshit. We're trying to branch out and actually talk about some real stuff. And YouTube doesn't really like when you do that. And it's tough to try to get your videos out into YouTube algorithms to actually get viewed and people to see them. So if you could do me a favor, if you like this video, please hit the like button. And of course, subscribe if you're new, but you're probably not because no one is getting this video recommended to them because I'm being censored. But nonetheless, hitting the like button, leaving a comment down below can maybe help push us out of this purgatory of YouTube less algorithm lists. Now let's hear what Tucker has to say about Operation Mockingbird. Full effect.
And no one wants to hear it. I'm sure most people won't believe it, but I can tell you, having lived it for many years, it's true. The intel agencies have a big effect on what is broadcast on television and what you see on Facebook and Google as well. I mean, they're all up and down Facebook and Google, as I'm sure you know. And, there are a lot of anchors who, including people I know well and have worked with at different networks. I'm thinking of one in particular, a national security reporter, who was just a mouthpiece for the Pentagon and the CIA and is knowingly telling lies on their behalf. It's very, very common, very common. And I can think of a number of people at CNN who I know for a fact are doing that exact thing.
Shocker.
And so, they're reading government propaganda from the intel agencies knowingly. And I'm sure they've got some internal rationale that allows them to get up in the morning and face themselves despite having done something that dishonest. But I'm just telling you, bottom line, I know that is true. I'm not speculating at all. And in particular on the national security stuff, there are very well-known national security reporters, and I'm thinking of one female national security reporter in particular, who just reads lies from the national security state. And it's wildly frustrating. And it would just make me mad. Even if I don't agree with the lies, okay, but even if I did agree with the lies, I would be offended because they're lies. They're lies. Like when CIA and the Pentagon were claiming that Bashar al-Assad used poison gas against his own people. Okay, there was no evidence that was true.
When we invaded Iraq for Desert Storm and weapons of mass destruction, that wasn't true.
Maybe it was true. There was no evidence it was true. None. Zero. And I called them out, and they could not provide any evidence. And yet, every national security...
When they went into Vietnam, the Gulf of Tonkin was a false flag. 9/11. No, never.
And it was a big deal. We killed a lot of people in response. We sent in missiles and killed a lot of people. We took human life in response to that claim. And it was, as far as I can tell, a lie. And every national security reporter, every channel repeated it uncritically. The Biden administration blew up Nord Stream and, created the largest act of industrial sabotage in history, the largest man-made CO2 emission in history, an environmental crime. This is a huge deal. This happened. And every national security reporter just looked right into the camera and said, well, we think Russia did it. Well, they knew Russia didn't do it. That's a lie.
Or how about the fact that it was proven already with the released documents that the Russia collusion with Trump was fake and was propagated? Hillary Clinton and other people in the DNC helped to push that in the alphabet gangs as well to try to disparage Donald Trump. Not saying I'm a Donald Trump supporter because I know people are like, oh yeah, but no, that's treason. Okay, it's not democracy.
And they knew it was a lie. So I just think, and again, I'm not speculating. I spent my life in this business, so
I picked Trump over Biden. So make that clear, though.
Seen it. People underestimate the degree to which the people sitting on the news, possibly even Wolf Blitzer, are are repeating talking points from the intel agencies and doing it on purpose. It's scary, man. Really scary.
As Tucker Carlson has said, democracy is dead. It really is. I don't know how we get away from this, how you get back to this, how we can save it. Probably can't. Probably never have. Probably democracy was always a fucking an illusion. It's just now we have a lot more, I guess, avenues to get actual information and news, not from the actual talking points. The people being controlling us are the ones telling us what we're supposed to hear. Now we actually have free speech more so than ever before. One good thing about the internet, even though it's pretty bad altogether. And nonetheless, Tucker Carlson, right there, Operation Mockingbird, alive and well. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, once again, subscribe, hit the like button, do me a favor, and I'll see you on our video real soon.